Bourbon Street in the French Quarter of New Orleans? No. This is Dauphin Street in downtown Mobile, Alabama, a city that enjoys many of the same culture characteristics of New Orleans. The food, the architecture, the culture, the arts, and on top of everything else, it is the southern terminus of the famed Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. You're going to learn about it all on this latest episode of The Traveling Golfer.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
Tradition at its best. Golf lives right here in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Home to the most historic, top-ranked clubs in the country. More than 50 courses and over 300,000 yards of green. With nearly 80 nearby hotels, incredible attractions, and dining options. It's clear Montgomery County isn't just a place to play golf. It's a destination. Stay and play in Montgomery County. Book your tee time now at montcogolf.com.
Head down, water down the left, bunker down the right, take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Visit Mobile. That's not just a directive from me. That is an organization that helps to bring this amazing city and all there is to do together. And we have David Clark. He is the CEO of Visit Mobile and a lifetime PGA member, so he knows a little bit about golf. David, we are so happy to have the Traveling Golfer back in Mobile.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here, Tony. And you know, one thing about me being a lifetime PGA member, I'm a better caddy than I am a player anymore, so just remember that, yeah.
That's my line, I say that all the time. And the golf in the Mobile area is something that a lot of people don't know about, yeah. And it's fabulous.
Yeah, so, you know, I really want to pay homage to Dr. David Bronner with the Retirement Systems of Alabama. It was his vision. He took a chance on Mobile back in 1991 to develop the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail in the state of Alabama. His purpose was to change the perception of the state of Alabama and to boost tourism. And really because of what he did and the Retirement Systems of Alabama teed up not only great golf courses, world-class golf courses at very reasonable rates, but he also drove economic activity, and actually a lot of communities are thriving because of those golf courses. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere at that point, and they've really grown their communities. And so, you know, it began there.
Well, you know a little bit about a property that is very historic.
Yeah, the Grand Hotel Resort Golf Club and Spa in Point Clear. I actually worked there for 23 years. I started as a golf pro loading golf bags, but 405-room resort, 2,000 acres, self-contained, on the bay, world-class spa, 36 holes of championship golf, redone by Robert Trent Jones Sr. and a few others. It is absolutely fantastic for couples, getaways, leisure, groups, has ballrooms, has 5 different restaurants, has 2 feature pools.
From the outset, you can feel the gentility of the Lakewood Club, which all falls under the umbrella of the Grand Hotel Golf Resort and Spa, right at the southernmost part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. But rather than me tell you all about it, we're going to bring on an expert, not only in the golf operations, but in the history of this great property. Neil Frazier, Director of Golf at the Lakewood Club, and someone who knows a little bit about golf courses because in his other life, he built courses all around the country.
Yes, that's true. I worked for Robert Trent Jones from 1986 until he passed away in 2000, then went on with Roger Rulewich to 2005, and had a great experience all around the world.
And of course, Robert Trent Jones, we're at the southernmost point of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail in Alabama.
Yes.
Which is very cool.
Yes, it is.
This property is quite unique. It's the only private club on the trail.
Right. We have 1,475 members, with about 800 of those being golf members.
But you can play it if you stay at the Grand Hotel, or if you have a friend who happens to be a member.
Right.
And it's worth it.
Right. And there is one other way. Through the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail booking system, you can arrange a package from outside the state.
Well, you have two things on this piece of property that make an architect smile. You have the original live oaks that are all over the place that you folks did a wonderful job of maintaining and controlling. Left alone, they're going to ruin a golf course.
Right.
But these beautiful big old live oaks that are only in the right places and are all limbed up so the grass can grow under it. The other thing is this rolling terrain I'm very partial to. I'm not a big mountain goat guy.
I'm right with you there.
Dead flats, tough unless you're moving all kinds of dirt to get some creativity. This is natural rolling topography.
Right.
It's golf property. God made this golf course years ago.
Yes, yes, he did. And people ask, what's the difference all the trail courses? You had one architect. Topography. And how you use that topography. And so it does make you get in the Birmingham area, it's entirely different. So but with this natural topography here, and as you said, the oak trees, and it is just a special piece of property.
And two special golf courses, and that's what makes it so nice. You've got the variety of the two courses. People who come here, stay at that incredible Grand Hotel, or just come here as they move along the trail, are going to get a great golf experience that has some different characteristics to it.
Totally unique golf courses, totally different. There's a lot of water on the front nine of Dogwood, and then the majestic oaks back here. The thing about Dogwood, and especially the front nine, is you have to think your way around the golf course. It's not a big hitter's golf course. It is, you've got to lay the ball up to what's, on the second and fourth hole. You can't really take driver, but you've got to lay it up to where you're comfortable. You don't want to leave yourself too long a shot into the green.
Number 4 Dogwood, 404 yards from the tips. 3 more tees before you have to cross the water off the tee. And then out in the fairway, you have to cross the water again before you get to the green. This is a real test. How about on Azalea, the couple of the ones that really would stick out in your mind?
I think the biggest thing about Azalea, and it's kind of a 3-hole combination, is the finish of Azalea is 3 par 4s at 470, 476, and we shortened 18 in our last renovation. It's only 455. Makes for quite a finish.
Don't go in the shock, folks. There's plenty of tees forward of that, and I'm going to find them myself. From the back of the green, number 17 Azalea, the tee is only 480 yards that way, par 4. Folks, you are getting not only a great piece of golf history, but an incredible look at golf course architecture with Neil Frazier right here at the Lakewood Club. If I don't get this chip shot close, I'm going to hop on that boat and just keep going. Looks like I'm still playing. Tech Talk, where we bring the technical issues of the golf industry to you, the viewer. Dave Glod, president and founder of Tour Edge Golf. Great clubs, great drivers, great adjustability, especially in the drivers. But I'm not sure that a lot of people know how the heck to play with these toys properly. Am I right?
Let's talk about the simplest one, which has been around the longest, which is the hosel changing, okay? The shaft turning. And it's really very simple, but it takes a little bit of trial and error, okay? So if you don't understand what all those little numbers on there mean or letters, don't worry. Just try one at a time to go one direction or the other. And then two things you're looking for when you set the club down is do I see more of the face? Did I add loft? Or am I seeing less in the face? Did I reduce loft? And you kind of know what you want. I need more loft, or I need to hit higher, or I need to hit lower. So you just kind of play around with it until you see the face in the position you want to see it.
Simple. Add loft, subtract loft. It is a bit of a trial and error thing, so I guess you're going to have to take a little bit of time on it, but it should become fairly obvious. Don't be afraid to try, folks. All right, Dave Glod, Tour Edge Golf. Experiment with the adjustability of their clubs.
Baseball? Nah. Football? Done it. I think I'm gonna go after the PGA Tour.
Playing on the PGA Tour is not easy. But you know what is easy? Getting the 524 series from Tour Edge.
Getting linebackers and home runs used to be easy.
Out here, you're gonna need all the easy you can get. Introducing the 524 series from Tour Edge. The easiest clubs you'll ever hit. Even the best players in the world can use a little easy.
I like the sound of that. Look out, PGA Tour. Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
I'm getting my ball.
Well, I know there's all kinds of them. You don't need to fish them out of there.
No, it's a Bridgestone though, dude.
That's a Bridgestone?
Ha ha!
Hey, come on. Bridgestones. Where are they?
One here, one right here.
Yeah, but it's not yellow.
Yeah, but it's a Bridgestone.
Yes, it is a Bridgestone.
Has anyone ever told you look like Tiger Woods? All right.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
We're a city, Mobile, born to celebrate. We were number one, the first to ever have a Mardi Gras Ball Society in 1703. New Orleans was number 2, Mobile was number 1. But we both have great Mardi Gras experiences, but we have so much more to do other than golf and Mardi Gras. We're 365 days a year. We have exceptional culinary experiences here.
Mobile, Alabama, one of the great culinary towns in America, and at the top of the culinary scene, literally at the top, Dolphin's Restaurant on the 34th floor of the Trustmark building, one of the finest restaurants I've ever been to, and I mean that. Zach, I take my hat off to you, and this guy that owns it, I think I remember his name.
He played a little bit of ball. His name is Bob Baumhauer. Played for Alabama, and he went on to play in the pros at Miami for a couple of years.
I think we've got to roll up our sleeves and take it into the kitchen with the chef.
Let's do it.
It's time for another episode of Cooking with the Traveling Golfer. And today we're doing tuna steaks.
This tuna we're doing is from number 1 sushi grade tuna.
And this comes with a special name from Bob?
It's called steak a la Bimini.
Bimini. Oh my goodness, the special spot in the Bahamas. And Bob Baumhauer was there many years ago. He thought the only kind of tuna was tuna salad.
That's it.
Not till he had this.
I'm gonna get some real heavy black pepper on it. I'm gonna get it on, throw it on a hot spot in the back. See, that sucker's already searing.
Wow.
And we're gonna let it go.
All right, I like my tuna steaks rare, Zach, so
yeah,
fire away.
This is the soy reduction. It's gonna be really, really good on that, on top of that tuna steak.
And now for the final test. Look at the inside of that steak bimini. Looks awesome. And amazing. Tastes awesome. This is the entrance to the Cuban speakeasy Las Floriditas. You have to say the secret password. Hidden secret. Enter and speak easy. This Cuban speakeasy is patterned after Ernest Hemingway's favorite bar in Havana, Cuba, a tribute to the connection between Mobile and Havana, and now our night spot right here at Las Floriditas, in the basement of the Trustmark building, 34 floors below Bob Baumhauer's other restaurant, Dolphins.
On one street in Mobile, Alabama, on Dauphin Street, you can visit over 55 restaurants in about 8 blocks, and they're all authentic restaurants.
This very eclectic establishment has been voted the best bar in America by Esquire magazine, the best burger in all of Alabama by USA Today, and people flock to this place because it is a real piece of the culinary scene in Mobile that goes from the highest of high end to, well, Callahan's. Oh boy. Nothing better than a great burger and a nice cold Yingling, unless you happen to be in Callahan's Irish Social Club on St. Patrick's Day, the largest St. Paddy's Day party in the entire Gulf Coast. Cheers.
We're walkable to those restaurants, and we're walkable to numerous attractions in our city.
And you're walkable to 2 of the great historic hotels in all of America.
Yeah.
Traveling golfer, we stayed at the Admiral.
Yeah, the Admiral Hotel, Avocet Hospitality, really took a chance on Mobile a couple of years ago and bought a hotel on Government Street called the Admiral Hotel, and then did a really big renovation and made a fantastic boutique hotel of about 150 rooms. And it's kind of themed after the arts, has a little bit of Mardi Gras flair into it in its rooms, and it is over the top. I'm really thankful for their investment. They have a really cool Lemoyne Steakhouse Chop House there, and their bar is absolutely over the top in terms of cocktails and things like that.
The Admiral Hotel is a most comfortable and hospitable hotel, but the culinary scene is major in their entire picture. Terrell Ham, general manager, has done me the favor of pouring me a healthy bourbon here at the Bourbon Bar. This is Lemoyne's Chop House.
Yes, sir, it is.
Their fine dining restaurant.
Yes.
Is Bourbon King here?
Bourbon is king.
All right.
Yes.
Well, here's to the king. This restaurant
yes, sir.
is, well, in a foodie city.
Yes.
This is the top of the chain.
We opened August 19th, 2024. Our goal was to bring an elevated product to the city and bring it something for Mobilians to come to in Mobile and not have to travel across the bridge to have their best.
I'll travel across the country to come to this restaurant, I'll tell you that right now. What should I absolutely not miss having?
The Oysters Louis. Admiral oysters from Admiral Seafood. They cultivated those for us. Beluga caviar on top, as well as Wagyu beef fat that is drizzled on there and kind of gives it that final char, and it's fit for any king.
This is all part of a scene that I think makes not only me want to come back to Mobile, golfers want to come here. I can't think of a better golf couples location than 100%. Mobile. Mobile is party town. After all, the first Mardi Gras was held here in Mobile before it moved to New Orleans, and they mixed the parties throughout the rest of the year. October, Halloween parties in the block, and every month they have Art Walk. Now we sort of mix them both together here at Crystal Moon. Lauren, the nicest witch I found in Mobile, has a wonderful stand specializing in
crystals and jewelry.
I couldn't be happier with a witch during October on Art Walk right here in Mobile.
So, what do you want to do today?
Today, I want to run. I want to skate. I want to see a show. I want to play. I want to eat, like a lot. I want to sleep in a hotel. Can we do all that?
We can do all that and more.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing. Brewing darn good beer.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
Magnolia Grove, the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, 54 holes of Robert Trent Jones artistry. This property is absolutely amazing. It's a hilly course, but not too hilly. It's more rolling hills, and I like that. And it makes for challenging but very scenic golf. Absolutely. The Crossings course is one of the two here, and the front nine I think is the more playable of the two. And you go around the back nine, you come to the beauty here, and after the beauty we meet the beast. 15, 16, 17, and 18. Teeing it up on number 15, the start of the beast on the Crossings. The Falls course, same piece of property, but a little bit of a different character to it. And I enjoy a lot of the holes on that Falls course. And then there's the number 3 little brother to the whole thing, that's the short course. 18 holes, don't think you're playing a chip and putt course at all. No, 18 championship par 3 holes. The short course at Magnolia Grove is the number 1 rated short course in America. 9 holes of expertly designed golf. Every hole will test your mettle. All right, how do you like my golf cart? We're four-wheeling with Shane Allen, who is the general manager of this new project, Cypress Creek Golf Course, which was around back in the 70s and into the 2000s, early 2000s. It went unoccupied for 15 years before the county decided to rescue it.
Absolutely. This has been a major undertaking. You know, this is not a renovation. We're building a brand new golf course on top of the old one. Brand new irrigation, brand new cart paths, tee boxes, greens. This is a full redesign, basically. This is going to be one of the best golf courses in the area. Just with the design, with the water features, Looks like there's elevation change out here. Steve Dana, who is the lead architect for Jerry Pate, has done a wonderful job with the entire process out here. I've already got people now wanting to book tournaments and buy memberships, and I don't even have the golf course ready yet.
That's right. And they're talking about it already, like the traveling golfer talking about it. So people from around the world might be coming to Mobile. They're going to have a heck of a lot of fun when they come to Mobile, but they're going to have even more when they come out here. Shane, I wish you the best of luck out here.
Appreciate y'all coming out.
Shane Allen, PGA member, right here at Cypress Creek Golf Club. Folks, come to Mobile. Come to Mobile to celebrate. Celebrate an anniversary, a birthday, anything you want to celebrate in this town, you can do it in a first-class manner. And David, all I can say to you is thanks for bringing the world to Mobile. More and more people are going to be coming, especially because of the traveling golfer.
Well, thank you, Tony, for bringing the world to us. We appreciate you.
The end of the day is never really the end of the trail on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. That's because there are 13 golf courses from the southern end of Alabama all the way to the northern tip. I guarantee you, you'll love every one of them. And I hope you love this show from Mobile, the historic southern city on Mobile Bay. Great food, great culture, and we hope to see you somewhere else along the golf trail.
Tour Edge, the official club of Traveling Golfer. Bridgestone, the official ball of Traveling Golfer.
American Fit is the official apparel sponsor of the Traveling Golfer, the finest in feel and the finest in fashion.